Hey guys, what's going on? Eagle Bacon here with a Frostivus 2018 Treasure 2 video. The first one had to be cut because the Dota 2 game coordinator actually went down. So let's get straight to opening the treasures. I'll just review the sets again as they pop up. So hopefully we do get the very rare so I can review that one. If we don't get all the sets from the very rares and the rares, I'll just take a look at them afterwards. But for now, we're going to be opening a, not PL, first treasure. This is quite a large treasure. It's 15 sets, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes, indeed, not including the rares. So it should be quite a good chance of getting some rares. Now, if this PL doesn't disappear now, well, he did just as I mentioned it. Let's open up some more. Oh no, I said I would be reviewing the sets as they came. Okay, well, after this one, we'll review the set, go back into the armory, review those, and then get back on it. So it looks like all our rares are gone, so this time we get the Order of the Silver Talon. Cool owl-themed set for Silencer. He did have a very rare from last, what's it called? From the last treasure, so has to compete with that. Next up is the Boreal Sentinel for Treant Protector. Super detailed set, really cool stuff. Check out that Blink Dagger stuck in his foot. Awesome set for Treant Protector. Changes the color scheme, makes him look super frosty, super nice, super awesome. I like this set a lot, as you can probably tell. Next up is the Trail of the Grey Ghost for the Lycan. This one doesn't actually change that much about him in terms of the person. But for the wolf form, it changed him to a white wolf with these cool red accents. So pretty cool on that front. And the wolf skin is kind of mediocre in my opinion. So really cool wolf form though. Back to opening. Oh, looks like we got a little brokenness here. Alright, there we go. Next up, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? It's gonna be not a rare. Will it be a rare? Still got 2 in. Oh, well, Lich. Not Lich. And Drow. No, not going to be the case. She's going to be out second to last, and the last one remaining is the Coddle that I forgot to review. Okay. Anyway, the Coddle set looks pretty damn good. I'll just pull it up because I think it's worth looking at. So next up, we are going to be getting maybe the Lich rare. No, not going to be the case in this time. We get the Crazy Lone Druid. So, you know, abstain laughing at this facial gear. He's actually now an owl instead of a bear. So, yep. The Spirit Bear is even better. He's got wings and legs. I have no idea how this is expected to fly, but it's really cool. Changing the theme. Very weird set, in my opinion. Very, very strange. Alright, next up, or actually previously, the Wisdom of the Midnight Sun for Coddle. Gives him a cool Odin-like look because it's missing his eye. This mount is awesome, especially with this trailing. Looks very similar to the Immortal, actually. So this is actually probably one of the top tier sets for Coddle, in my opinion. Anyways, let's get back to the opening. Hopefully this time I will not forget to review the set that comes out. Okay. Spin. We've already finished off 5, 10 to go. We've gone through 1/3 of our collection already. Collection of treasures. I wouldn't really call it a collection because it's just all the same copies. So what is there to collect? Certainly not a Drow from this one. Next we get the Forgotten Epoch Earthshaker. Decent set, not too crazy. I think the main selling point of this one is the totem on top. Unfortunately, that has to contend with the Immortal as well as the Dota Plus 75,000 shard treasure. So, hard to find a spot for Earthshaker, but if you like the frosty look of it, it is certainly a good alternative, as well as this little Ammonite on the back as well. Looks pretty cool. Alright. Drow disappearing early this time. Lich to follow. And PL, not one to stick around. Sand King, ruler of the Frostbite Dunes. I think the main point about this, main selling point of this set are definitely the headpiece, these gems, and the icy spires on it look pretty cool, as well as this tailpiece looks really nice as well. Otherwise, it's mainly just a thematic frosty edge deal. Not too crazy, but still a decent set in my opinion. techies to fall. We will get that one eventually, though, as we reach the lower end of our treasure count, and we do not get a rare this time. Instead, we get the Razor Eye of the Maze Keeper, which makes him sort of look like Lich. Gives him an Eye of Scotty looking piece in the middle. Really cool set, in my opinion. Not too flashy, but he shouldn't be mistaken for Lich because he's got that Lightning Whip and all these particle effects. So should be fine in terms of gameplay. Either way, not too flashy of a set, but still really nice aesthetics anyways. Right, hopefully we do actually end up with a rare. Opening 15 treasures and getting no rares would be a travesty. And we inch one step closer as we do not receive a rare so far. So I think we're halfway through the treasures and we've received a Kunkka Pack Ice Privateer. This is a very cool set, gives him very thick looking clothes as well as this little treasure chest on the back. Really cool hat and especially cool blade here. Definitely model wise is one of the coolest ones. And for his other arm he has a harpoon that resembles the Pudge Hook Immortal. Not the Dragon Claw Hook, the harpoon one, the Ripper's Reel, if I remember correctly. Alright, this time we may be getting the Drow set, and it looks like that's exactly going to be the case. So, this time we're going to be looking at the Gaze of Zebulon. Fairly sparse in terms of armor pieces, but the main point about this is definitely the cape with the snowflake pattern on the back. It is very noticeable, very cool, as well as this bow looks very nice. The mask is hard to contend with the Mask of Madness, although it does go with the color set. The bright red of the Mask of Madness would certainly be disruptive. So yeah, decent rare, I think. Not the best, but still quite good for a rare. On the other hand, we get the Path of the Odocelius. For Juggernaut. This is one of my favorite sets. It gives him this amazing headpiece, as well as this really cool and noticeable ice sword. And for his healing ward, it actually has this incredibly detailed head, kind of like severed head deal, for of a reindeer. So it looks really nice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 treasures left, 2 rares, potentially to open. Hopefully we do get that PL rare, as that's exactly what happens. Perfect, right on cue. We get the Harsh Sojourn. In terms of armor sets, going across all of Dota 2, this isn't very eye-popping, but it is fair. It kind of has a good look on PL. I like it quite a lot, but it isn't any. It is certainly not the highest kind of tier of armor sets. Anyways, on the other hand, we get the Bloodseeker Harvest Hound that changes his face into that of a wolf. Really cool headpiece, otherwise fairly plain set. The only other things to look at are the glaives, which aren't really to my preference. I prefer the more balanced looking ones. These ones look like huge axes that are kind of unwieldy and unbalanced, but looks pretty good for the headpiece at least. So, 3 chances at the very rare, or possibly duplicate rares. Hopefully we do end up with one, but not going to be this time. Only 2 chances left, and we get the Techies set this time. This is one of the favorite sets, probably for the... this is one of my favorite sets, and probably one of the community's favorite sets from this. The March of the Powder Keg Patrol that changes the Techies into a Nutcracker-themed squad. Very cool red coat for the minecart pusher. Really nice wear for the guy with the bazooka on top. I don't remember their names, please forgive me for that. And looks like we got a little jester in the background too. For the sign we get a little guy there that says, what does that say, RIP HL? RIP Half-Life? Don't know. And Techies March of the Powder Keg Patrol's keg, which turns into a mouse. Alright, 2 chances left. 1, 2, potentially 2 chances to get that rare. That very rare that we're looking for. Yes! Fantastic! Perfectly on cue. Second to last. Alright, let's take a look at this. Lich's Rites of Vile Convocation. Perfect. An amazing head and shoulder set. These 2 faces with the arms coming out are amazing. They're fantastic, and Lich is actually in the meta right now. He saw a lot of play at the Bucharest Minor, and anyone can see how strong he is in terms of his ice shield, in terms of his well, his ultimate's always been known to be fairly strong. In terms of the new Stare ability, I mean, this guy's just really strong in the meta right now, so definitely a good pickup. Next, it's the Spirit Breaker Bite of the Surged Wind. That gives him massive horns, a new Icy Flail, as well as some new fur texture. Other than that, gives him a fairly nice armor set, but nothing to write home about. Alright, last treasure. Anything that comes from... Oh, actually not the last treasure. 2 treasures left. Okay, looks like I overhyped the ending there. Sven, Guardian of the Sapphire Flame. Fairly standard for a Sven set. I think the sword and the ice aesthetic is very cool. The helmet as well with the recurving horns is nice. It seems to be a new kind of horn on the helmet, but otherwise not too flashy and going to be hard to contend with the other Sven sets that are much more flashy. Now this one is the last treasure, so anything we get here is certainly a bonus, as we get just the Undying set, the Shambling Draug. This one is fairly standard for an Undying set. It's going to be hard to compete against the mining guy as well as the underwater guy for what's it called, Undying. But yes, that was the treasure opening. We got one of every single set, including the rare and the very rare. Certainly satisfied with this opening. Huge collection of sets from the second Frostivus treasure, and I'm very glad that I bought them, because some of these sets are definitely the best for their character, and the ones that aren't are still quite good. And this Lich set especially is very, very nice. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys later, and I'll even make a little highlight video, I think, for the rares that came out of this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you later.